Hey everybody, we're back again for another episode of Generally Speaking, and I am so thrilled to be able to spend a little time driving down the highways and the byways with you. You know, this topic is one that has served me well for many years, and that is an old saying: you never have a second chance to make a first impression. People have a tendency to sum you up in just a few short seconds of meeting you, and then what happens is that you will either spend the rest of your time confirming that first impression, building on that first impression, or working really hard to try to overcome it. So that's why we teach in Renatus the important principle of dressing for success. Now, you can overdress. I mean, you really can. You know, if you're on the real estate side of the business, you're going in to talk to somebody who's in a bad situation, you can overdress and you can create distance and mistrust between you and the person you're speaking with. But when it comes to marketing, the education, you're going to any kind of a Thursday night intro meeting, well, I'll tell you what, now's your opportunity to dress for success and make a positive first impression on the guests that you're working with, so that they'll look at you as the leader that they're looking for, right? It's all about personal branding, personal hygiene. There's a lot of personal words here. Some folks think because they can't smell that other people can't smell them. I'm here to tell you that is not true. Some folks think that because they can't see real well, that other people can't see real well. That's not true either. Personal hygiene means that you're cleaning yourself up, you're smelling good, you're looking good, and you are making yourself as presentable as can be. It also means making a good first impression is, well, enhancing your wardrobe, making sure that you are dialed in to make that good first impression. Here's some of the things that throw people off. If you have an old tattered shirt where the collar is getting a little bit yellowed and dingy and gray, or where the cuffs are a little bit frayed and roughed up, time to throw that thing out and go get yourself a new shirt. If you've got a suit that you're wearing and that suit is, well, you've just pulled it out of the washing machine and thought that tumble drying it would be sufficient rather than going and getting the thing, permanent pressed by a dry cleaner, you might want to rethink that, because it makes a huge difference. You want to dress for success. If you are wearing shoes and those shoes are scuffed and worn and beat up, it doesn't matter if you've got a $5,000 custom-made suit on. People are going to look you up and then down. They're going to see those shoes and go, oops, this guy's a pretender. He's not a player, right? Now, I'm speaking somewhat to the guys, because what I've found in the past is that the gals usually know how to clean themselves up and dress appropriately. But if this message is kind of striking a chord with the gals out there, then make a correction. Make sure that you are dressing modestly, because you don't want to be a distraction. Make sure that you are dressing professionally so that you project a certain image. Make sure that you're cleaning yourself up as well too, so that you can make a positive first impression. Because individuals are looking to see whether or not they believe you're worth buying. Because isn't that the first thing we're selling? I talk about that all the time. The first thing that we are selling in this business is ourselves. Matter of fact, I've said for years on numerous occasions and on past Generally Speaking presentations, if you want to make some great money, go out and market the Renatus educational system. If you want to make some more money, hey, go out and market the opportunity and the earnings plan to go along with that educational service. But if you want to get filthy stinking rich, you got to learn how to go out and sell yourself, because that's what people are buying. They buy you first, and then they buy the educational service. They buy you first, and then they buy the opportunity to market our educational services. They buy you first. And if you are not packaged in such a way that you are worth the purchase, they're not buying. So, dress for success. Learn to make a positive, solid, good first impression, and you'll find that your business will follow. You will also find the principle of duplication will help your team to have an example of who they should emulate. That's you, the leader that they're looking for.